What's up, everyone? This is the Lazy Reviewer, back with a brand new video. And today, we're tackling one of the biggest debates in film history, Al Pacino or Robert De Niro. But before you jump to the comments, hit subscribe, because today, I want to explain why this question itself is wrong. They're constantly compared for one simple reason. They came up around the same time, and they represent two completely different acting philosophies. Let's start with Al Pacino. Pacino is often labeled as the loud theatrical actor. And yeah, he can be loud, but that's not a weakness, that's a style. Pacino runs on raw, explosive emotional energy and powerful dialogue. He doesn't shout because he's clueless, he shouts because the character demands it. Just look at Michael Corleone. For most of The Godfather, Pacino barely raises his voice. He acts with stillness, with posture, with silence, because he understands something crucial. Michael is not Sonny. He's not the hot-headed brother. So, when the emotions finally explode, they mean something. The misconception that Pacino overacts really took hold after Scarface, 1983. Some critics hated it, called it too violent, and even blocked him from an Oscar nomination. Huge mistake. Pacino did exactly what the role required. Tony Montana is a poor Cuban immigrant, full of rage, hunger, and obsession. A character like that cannot be played quietly. Same thing with Scent of a Woman. People focus on the big moments, the dinner scene, the courtroom speech, and say Pacino is just yelling again. What they forget is that the character is a bitter, arrogant man who lost his sight, and some of Pacino's best acting in that film happens without any yelling at all, like the quiet breakdown on the bed or the joyful tango scene. Now let's talk about Robert De Niro. De Niro is basically Pacino's opposite. Low voice, minimal dialogue, heavy reliance on body language and eye movement. His performances rarely explode, but when they do, it hits harder. De Niro builds characters from the outside in. He becomes them physically and mentally. In Raging Bull, he transformed his body completely and even fought real boxing matches. In Taxi Driver, he worked as an actual taxi driver to understand the job and the mindset. That's De Niro's philosophy. Live the character and the emotions will follow. They've appeared together in 4 films so far, but 2 of them perfectly highlight the contrast: Heat, 1995, and The Irishman, 2019. In Heat, De Niro plays Neil McCauley, a calm, disciplined criminal who lives by a code. Pacino plays Vincent Hanna, a loud, chaotic, emotionally unstable cop. Michael Mann reportedly let them choose their roles, and honestly, each one picked the role that fit his soul. Same thing in The Irishman. Pacino is Jimmy Hoffa, pure charisma, speeches, ego, and presence. De Niro is Frank Sheeran, quiet, obedient, invisible, until the end. And in the final act, De Niro delivers one of the most heartbreaking performances of his career, showing the empty shell of a man who spent his life killing and ended up alone. So here's my conclusion. Pacino grabs your attention. De Niro slowly gets under your skin. Both are legends. Both are equal in greatness. But if I had to choose, I give De Niro a slight edge. Why? Versatility. Pacino chooses fewer roles, which means fewer great performances over time. De Niro stays active, sometimes too active, but that keeps him relevant. And on top of that, De Niro proved himself in comedy. Analyze this, Meet the Parents. And yeah, I think those movies are genuinely good. So that's my take. Now it's your turn. Who do you prefer, Pacino or De Niro? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, check the links below. And as always, stay lazy and keep watching great movies.